Following program is for training purposes in TV news education. Some copyrighted material is used and is credited on screen. However, no more was taken than was necessary to tell the story of the event. YBA claims fair use of materials.
Here with Aman, Dylan, Sam, and our very special guest, WCVB Channel 5's Mike Dowling. It is Selection Sunday, so we are going to talk some college basketball. We'll start with our 4 number 1 seeds. I have Gonzaga, Kansas, and Indiana. Kansas, they won the Big 12 title, beating Kansas State yesterday. Indiana, they beat Kansas State 3 times. That was their 3rd time. Gonzaga, they won every game in their conference, the West Coast Conference. And they are 3rd in points in field goal percentage in the nation with 504. Let's see, and then Indiana, they're 17-6 and 27-6. Excuse me. They were 14-4 in the Big Ten, which is arguably the best conference in the nation. And my last number 1 seed may surprise some people. It's Ohio State. They split the series with Indiana. They are in the Big Ten championship, playing Wisconsin right now, 13-5 in the Big Ten.
Very interesting, very interesting. We have some common. I have Gonzaga, who finished 31-2 this year. I also have Indiana. Indiana, great team, 7-2 for top 25 teams, and that includes wins against 2 wins against Michigan State, but it does not include a win against Georgetown. So. What are some of your number 1 seeds?
Well, I'll tell you what, I like your guys' picks so far. I think you've left out Louisville, though. Kind of an obvious pick, but, you don't have to go with them. I like your off-the-board pick in Ohio State. Louisville might actually be the best team in the country. They won the Big East last night. Excuse me. I like Kansas. They have and I'm sure you guys probably know this, they've won more games against top 50 teams than any team in the country, like 3 or 4 more wins. Gonzaga, I kind of like Gonzaga as a sleeper, though I'm not sure they're actually one of the 5 best teams in the country. But I kind of like them, so I'm going with my heart on that one. And then Indiana. Indiana's good. Indiana's real good. So those are my 4 picks. So don't let me interrupt you. You finish with yours. You gave us like 2 of them or something.
Yeah, I just have Duke as my 3rd, undeniably. A heck of a team. Lost to Maryland in the ACC championship, or in the semifinals, but that's fine. And then lastly, Louisville. I had Louisville too.
Louisville.
Finished there. Peyton Siva, a heck of a player, and he'll really contribute to the team making a deep run in March Madness.
All right.
Dylan?
Yeah, my number 1 seeds are, definitely. Probably most obviously to me is definitely Indiana. I mean, just the way they played Victor Oladipo. Yeah, I know they have 6 losses, but still, Big Ten's a great conference. Indiana just plays so well. They're such a tough team. They've lost a few games, but still, I can't go against Indiana. I mean, also Gonzaga. I mean, only 2 losses. Yes, they might be in a smaller conference, but still Gonzaga, only 2 losses. You can't say they're not a number 1 team, number 1 seed. And also another team, yeah, that may not projected number 1 seed, but you can't. But when you finish regular season champions, ACC tournament champions, Miami, how can you not be a number 1 seed if you win both the regular season and the actual tournament? I guess, yeah, they lost to Georgia Tech. That was the only reason why. And lastly, I am gonna leave out Louisville. I'm gonna say Kansas. I think Kansas is the number 1 seed. Ben McLemore, one of the best freshmen in the country. Bill Self, great coach, and I also just like the way they play. They know how to win games. The Iowa State game twice against Iowa State, should have lost, found a way to win.
They played terrible, though, earlier in the year. Remember the coach called them out and said they couldn't beat a YMCA team or something? What did he say?
Yeah, that was against TCU. That was only 1 game. You go through slumps during the season. They got a 3-game losing streak, and then they lost to Michigan State and they lost to Baylor. They have a few losses that shouldn't. When they play right as people start to count them out, then they start beating teams. You got a 3-game losing streak, and then they play against Kansas State, who was a hot team. Beat Kansas State. Kansas State, I feel, 2nd best team in the Big 12, and I beat them 3 times. So.
Okay, let's get Sam's pick. Sam?
I agree, similar with Dylan. I'd take Miami as one of my number 1 seeds. You look at where this team was when they first started. wasn't even ranked, weren't even in the conversation. They went on, you know, pounded Duke. I mean, they almost beat them by 30. At one time, got up to I think number 3 in the country. Had a little bit of a fallback at the end of the year, but won the ACC. You know, beating North Carolina. So there, I would give them one of my 1 seeds. Another team, like Dylan said, is Kansas. You know, take away that 3-game losing streak they had in the middle of the year. You know, that bad loss they had to TCU. I think they would be a number 1 seed. So they would probably get my second number 1 seed. I'm going to give Indiana my number 1 seed. I think they're the strongest team in this tournament. I mean, just overall offense, defense, just every part of that team's game, I think, is the strongest in the country. I'm giving them that number 1 seed. And the 4th seed, I'm giving a Louisville. I think any team that wins the Big East probably deserves a 1 or 2 seed. And considering how Louisville won it last night, you know, down big at halftime and overcoming against Syracuse, really, I mean, they were down big still with 10 minutes left. So the way they overcame Syracuse last night to win is going to let me give them the number 1 seed.
Okay.
All right, so now we're going to go on to our Cinderellas as well as our busts. So my Cinderella is North Carolina. Yes, they did make it to the ACC championship, but they really struggled early. They were 14th in the nation in the first poll, and they ended up being unranked. They lost to Texas, which is not a very good team from the Big 12. A lot of people kind of fell asleep on North Carolina, but they've won 8 of their last 10 games. So I think North Carolina could be a team that slips under the radar.
My sleeper is actually St. Louis. They're number 23 RPI, and many people don't actually count them out. Kind of a small school, but they're 5-1 against top 25 teams, and that includes 2 wins versus Butler and 2 wins versus VCU. They got size, they have speed and athleticism, and I think they're going to be a force. And a bust I have is Gonzaga. I don't feel Gonzaga is going to do that well. They're going to be one of those teams that is going to probably win the second in the round of 32 by very little margin and probably get beat in the round of 16. They've only played 3 top 25 teams and lost against 2 of them. So they don't have that much experience against good teams, and that's what counts in March Madness. What about you? When you
Well, I like your guys' picks. The Billikens of St. Louis, the finished strong. I'm going to go with University of New Mexico Lobos. They start 2 guys from Australia. They have 2 really tall guys. They have a 7-footer and like a 6'10" guy. They won the Mountain West Conference tournament last night. Looked pretty good doing so. I haven't really thought about a bust, but I want to pick some team from the Big East, like Georgetown, who's ranked high. But one of those teams from the Big East always manages to lose early on. So I'm just going to throw out Georgetown, even though they're one of the few teams that has a local player. I wonder if you guys know the teams that have local players. Maryland has a local player. Georgetown does. Florida has a local player. There aren't many. Syracuse has a local player. Their point guard is really good. But anyway, that's my pick.
Yeah, I'm going to say teams that none of you have said yet. I'm going to say my sleeper is VCU. I really like the way they play. You know, they killed Butler. You know, VCU, they can shoot the 3. They made it to the Final Four. So a few years ago, so I do think teams might be aren't going to be sleeping on them. They can shoot the 3 so well. And and I really like VCU. Another team maybe is Iowa State. They could be a sleeper too as well. Should have beaten Kansas twice.
How many sleepers we get? 1 or 2 or 3?
I don't know.
Isn't there a limit here in this?
Iowa State and
come on, man. Sam's waiting for his time.
Iowa State and VCU.
Just kidding.
Iowa State and VCU, and then the busts I think are going to be Duke and Florida.
Oh.
I think Duke. You know, they should have lost to Boston College. Boston
You're
College
right.
isn't a very good team, but still, Duke.
They got better toward the end, though. But
yeah, Ryan Kelly. Yeah, they lost to Maryland twice. You know, Maryland's not even that good of a team, and also Florida too. SEC, weak SEC. You know, they're overrated. If they were playing like the Big East, they'd probably be like an unranked team. So,
wow, I like the call.
Dylan's having a hard time letting BC go. But my biggest sleeper, to me, I thought this in the beginning of the year. I'm sticking with it, and that's Temple. You know, they play in the 8-10, not the strongest conference, but it seems like every time they go up against a powerhouse team. Duke last year, they beat them. It seems like every time they go up against one of these stronger teams, they compete well. So I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys make a run.
Even though they lost to UMass the other day, huh?
It was a bad loss, and
okay.
I'll give that to UMass. But something about Temple, I just got that feeling. And then the sleeper, I was tied up between Duke and Gonzaga. Duke, they always seem like they're somehow eliminated early. Last year, that bad loss against Lehigh. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to go with Gonzaga. The number 1 seed is the bust. I think my varsity basketball team had a harder schedule than them. I mean, their schedule was. I won't even get into it. So they're my sleep. They're
It's a
my
bad
boss.
conference. You're
totally-
right.
Bad conference.
Totally
They're my
second
boss.
that. I totally second that, Sam.
Gonzaga, kind of the consensus pick here is the bust, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not taking away the 2-loss season, but the schedule they played, I can't even get into it.
Dylan, on the contrary, I actually think that Florida will actually make it deep. Even though they play weak SEC, like they still have won quite a few games. They have the best defense in the nation, and that's what counts. Even you said VCU can shoot the three.
Yeah.
Even if they shoot the three, once they face a team with good defense, or if they're just not hitting their threes, they're done and they're out. So defense is what wins championships in any sport: football, basketball, anything. So.
Live by the 3, die by the 3, right?
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
true. And
Yeah.
Okay,
I still
good point.
think Florida's going to be a bust just because, I mean, the weak SEC plus they lost to Kentucky. You know, I don't really get Florida when they go up in bigger competition. They just don't seem to do great. I mean, I'm not saying they'll lose the first round, but I don't think they'll make it that far. They might get upset by like a team like early, you know.
Okay.
yeah, and another team that could be a sleeper is Stephen F. Austin. This is a team
Wow.
that is first in
Off the
defense.
board.
They are first in defensive efficiency. They lost their conference game to Northwestern State yesterday, 68-66, but they might get into a play-in game. And as Dylan mentioned, defense wins championships, and in March Madness, where there are a lot of close games, sometimes you need a defensive stop to win.
I think I'd be very surprised to see them get into the tournament.
That's true. Well, it was like
We'll see.
VCU 2 years ago. No one thought that they could get in.
We'll see in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's a good point. So now we'll move on to our
Our all-time bracket. This bracket features the greatest teams of the greatest college basketball teams in a 16-team bracket, and we feature their top players. So let's get right into it. So we start off with North Carolina, featuring the legendary and arguably the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan, facing number 4 seed, the Florida Gators, who have current NBA stars Joakim Noah, Al Horford, and David Lee. We also have
Mike Miller and Jason Williams. I know. Go ahead.
We also have UConn, the greatest three-point shooter of all time, Ray Allen,
He's
facing
a traitor, though. Go ahead. I know. UConn.
undeniably the greatest.
He was
three-point shooter,
good at
though.
UConn.
Yep.
Really good.
And
Okay.
then we're facing the Spartans of Michigan State and Magic Johnson and Draymond Green, including. So what do you guys think? Who do you think will win this bracket?
I think North Carolina wins like the first one. Michael Jordan, undeniable, and I think UConn. I think UConn, Ray Allen, Kemba Walker. I know Charlotte Bobcats are terrible, but Kemba Walker's doing very well. He's averaging 17 points a game with Charlotte. If he was on a better team, you know, he could actually get more national attention. So I think UConn definitely. You know, Magic Johnson. You know, he's a great player, but besides that, you know, not as that great besides Magic Johnson, but UConn definitely. I just get a feeling that UConn with Kemba Walker, Ray Allen, Rip Hamilton, UConn's better team. UConn, North Carolina.
So Sam, we have UConn, North Carolina. Who makes it to Final Four?
I'm going to take UConn and Florida from that side. I don't know why I would
Wow,
pick.
off the
yeah, that's a
board.
bold pick for me, Florida over North Carolina. But when you look at the team they had, you know, Mike Miller, David Lee, you had Jakeem Noah in there. You have a lot of shooters. I mean, I know Jakeem Noah's shot is too ugly to discuss, but the rebounds that he can grab and then the shooters you have on the team, put them together, I think that'd be a deadly combo.